What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episodes 2 and 3. We're doing them together because I'm behind and I want to catch up. So, let's get into it. Bad things are happening in my favorite city, New York City, the place where I spent all my 20s. I lived there for a long time, and I care a lot about them streets. So, let's hope that Daredevil and the Vigilantes can stop fascism. Let's dive in. If you want that full reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here because you're already here. This video is about to begin. Double D's. Oh. Did he get out of there in a way where they're just going to blame Bullseye, though? Like, is there evidence of Daredevil being in the room? Or is there even... did he take the knife? Is there even evidence of Bullseye? Interesting. That is a quandary. That is an issue.
I need absolution. I've betrayed people.
I've killed people. Yeah.
I'm not too picky.
Doesn't the blue kind of mean he's about to fight? Does he kill that priest?
Sir, I need to talk to you.
Wilson, we're practicing, buddy. We're warming up. Why are you hitting body blows?
30-second break.
Oh, he's got a fucking thing on. Okay, he's fine.
Daredevil got away. Apparently, someone is helping him. Someone with very good aim.
I thought you were tougher than that. Maybe you should.
That's your trainer, dude. Wilson, you gotta be in control, buddy. I don't know. He's losing it. This is not going his way, which is good because he's evil. But you know, I just like Vincent D'Onofrio a lot. It is the hardest thing about his portrayal of Kingpin is that I really like him in this role. I just think he's so good. Has been the whole time. And I know I'm supposed to hate him, but I'm like, fuck, what a performance. I've got like I get really horny for talent. I'll be honest. I'm a big old talent whore. It's the easiest way to date me. If you're good at something, whew. And so I got a big old crush on Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. He's just so fucking good. Ba 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 ba.
Those task force psychos put a bullet in his head.
Karen, that's not helpful.
I imagine you feel the same.
Karen, that's not helpful.
So, which one of us is going to Astoria?
How about both?
Oh, we're going on a mission together. How cute. Fuck. Oh, this poor woman. And her crime is just like being related to somebody. That's it.
Daredevil. He's an easy sell as enemy of the people, but Matt Murdock.
It is the right call. It gives Daredevil humanity that he currently doesn't have, right?
The lawyer from Hell's Kitchen survived the attack on his apartment.
What are you doing?
Only to be targeted by the same vigilantes that threatened
Wait.
help find Matt Murdock.
Oh,
Bring
brilliant.
this hero home.
Kingpin, you dirty dog. That fucking smile at the end. What a brilliant strategy. Don't put Matt Murdock and Daredevil together. Put them further apart.
He's not gonna like that mask.
No, he's not.
These blips, they're unsubstantiated.
Did he say these blips? Doesn't the blip mean something different in the MCU?
I really do respect your advice.
Appreciate that, Papa. Just try and take it once in a while.
That's kind of brilliant, right? Fisk not outing me.
Yeah.
Support vigilantes searching for Matt Murdock and all the people who hate them searching for Daredevil.
The problem now is if Matt outs himself, you've called him a hero, but that gets complicated. Well, why would Matt do that?
My guys know not to fuck around. They see him, they kill him. Same with Daredevil.
Your dedication is impressive.
Your results are lacking, but the dedication's impressive.
I'll put Matt Murdock in this office, and I'll put Daredevil's head on a fucking spike.
Either of those would be sufficient.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, welcome back, brother.
Thank you. Let's get to work, man.
All right.
Interesting. I don't remember him getting hurt. Is that the... That's the end of last season, right? Not the last episode.
What the fuck is this, Jurassic Park?
I was just visiting an old friend.
Nice vests. You gonna start wearing your underwear on the outside too?
You bringing the pizza, or should we still have Roxanne do it?
Fucking hump.
I love old men that are like, nah, I don't care anymore, man. What are you going to do?
You fucking kidding?
Nope.
That explains a lot.
What a good shot. Oh my god. Poindexter, what are you doing here, buddy? How big could the task force be, realistically? Like, how many people could be on it? Because it does seem like Poindexter could just single-handedly take it out in a few days. He killed, what, like 7 last night? They got out. Okay.
Daniel, you are the deputy mayor of communications. Finding out how inside information is ending up in here.
Is that his job as the mayor? Communications? I don't know that, like, the people who work in communications are usually responsible for counter-espionage.
Met a ballroom. Up close, personal.
No, Mom.
I have.
It makes you want a gun.
I wouldn't call this a need. More like a well thought out.
Was that flirty? No, it couldn't have been. He's just charming.
It's just a show.
It's a good one. It's local salvage company, union workers. Voter friendly.
Clever, yeah.
I believe that I can do more good than just New York.
You have built an empire.
Are we really calling this good?
How many more worlds do you need to conquer?
How many are there?
I mean, we know there's aliens, right? Don't let him and Thanos meet, jeez.
It's our only shot at Fisk. We might not get another.
All right. You got your ass kicked last night. Are you not going to try and heal up first?
He's a good man. He tried.
He definitely did.
If your Theo Hector would have never put on that white tiger mask, maybe everything would be different.
He had to. It was who he was. If everyone thought I was too dangerous to be a hero, there wouldn't be any.
Let's get a snack.
I didn't expect them to come back. You trying to rob the bodega? Ooh.
La bodega sube los precios y hay un niño borracho jodiendo en la...
Yeah.
Estoy cansado de estos muchachos. Miren lo que hacen.
This is why you don't rob the bodega.
Limpien eso.
Oh, fuck.
Stop, he's a kid!
They're thieves. And he's taking the law into his own hands, okay? So just mind your business.
Oh, shit.
That's assaulting an officer. Take him over.
Oh my god. God damn it. These fucking idiot cops, man. Like, the kids were in the wrong, but, like, there's gotta be a fucking better way to keep our community safe. There just has to be. This poor girl. Because she's just, like, fucking fully alone now, right? Like,
A lot is said about a person's mental health. The randomness of a horrific crime.
God, I hate this woman so much. Oh, she's traumatized, and I should respect that. But, like, fuck, girl.
Collectively heal from these horrors.
We do it by lying to a court about our fucking interrogations of vigilantes.
The vigilantes, my husband. Not so much. Must be hard to get into the head of those people.
Not when you just have to make up the answers, right? I'm being snide.
Sudden cold feeling. My Gram used to say that's a goose walking over your grave.
What? Those windows have got to be bulletproof, right? How expensive are bulletproof windows? I'm not asking because I want them. No one's going to shoot at me. What a waste of a bullet.
If anybody's there, I'm not playing.
Oh, she went to the... Oh, that makes sense.
What happened? They took her. They took my dear.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Can I see it?
They have that at the office?
Soledad didn't want it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Hard to be a hero these days, huh?
Is she about to become the new... Oh. It's kind of a child fighting the AVTF. That feels... Cool.
Kakovan, Pons de Mutard, and Herikotsvert.
No.
Herikotsvert.
I didn't know you could cook.
I can't. But I just read the directions, did what they said.
I'm not gonna lie, I just assume Italian people know how to cook. Maybe that's like not right, but like just in general. I assume they're like Nonna taught them or something, you know?
Because we got some things to figure out.
Oh, he does think it's her. She does not know she is in fucking danger.
Were you looking for me?
You know what that is?
He's silent.
You could get hurt. We could get hurt.
You're scared of him, aren't you?
Yeah, of course he is. Who isn't? Everyone is scared of him. Have you met him?
He was a good man. We didn't always see eye to eye.
I had him killed.
What if the rumors are true? About Gallo? About my uncle?
Integrity can cost. Sometimes it's better not to know.
Sometimes it's better just not have integrity. You know what I mean?
Angie, Jesse.
Oh.
Lock your doors. Fisk is hunting. Resist. Rebel.
Damn. Okay.
Mayor Kingpin, here to give you a better, more beautiful...
If that's not BB, is Sheila the leak? I do like that we don't know exactly who is leaking to him, or her, or whoever's under the mask. Is this the reveal moment? I think that might be BB. God damn. The fuck? Oh, is she dreaming? Huh. What did she sign? What deal does she have? Interesting.
Prefer one where you get out alive.
me too.
How do we feel about paragliding?
There are worse places.
Like Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn's great.
I hate the feeling of sand between my toes.
Okay, Anakin, calm your tits.
Do you really think that we could live, thrive, outside of all this?
I do. I have to.
It's so interesting that she wants out. Wait, they found them? Oh no.
Get yourself somewhere safe.
It's bad. Oh, Matthew. Okay, Karen. Oh! What? That was so slick. Fuck, we lost our safe house. This is very bad. They didn't hear the gunshots downstairs and realize the fight was behind them? God, these are poorly trained. Well, okay, maybe not that poorly trained. Oh! the fucking smile! Ah! Oh, Matt, you are taking way too many blows lately, brother. You gotta be on your game here. Oh! Oh! How very Catholic of you. They have to have, like, a plan. They have to have, like, a place they meet up if this were to happen. Panel, okay. Also, he got into his costume real fast. Fisk. Yeah, okay.
I have something to show you.
I know that you're, like, in the black suit, but maybe wear, like, a robe if you're gonna walk around the streets. New safe house?
They're hunting us. Maybe it's time we started hunting them.
We grab one? Oh, shit. Okay, I'm glad this is a 2-episode video. Wow. Okay. Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2, Episode 2. Fun fight. The Matt grabbing the gun and pointing it and then not shooting them, but then giving them the little cheeky grin. I like that quite a bit. Him sliding, too. Using his rope nunchucks? I don't know what to call them. To create some kind of momentum so that he can kind of slide through the bullets. That was sick. Really, really cool episode. I'm really enjoying the way in which this show is so much about so many people outside of Daredevil and the way that they're pressing back, right? Like, this isn't a Daredevil is the savior the city needs show. It is a what does this city do when it's pushed to the edge? Who stands up? Who doesn't, right? What is sort of the ongoing effect of fascism and of, like, an overly policed city? And you see it in the scene with the kids, right? Like, those kids are stealing from a bodega, which is just always dumb. It's a community store. If they catch you, they know you. If you don't live nearby, like, whatever. If it's not, like, your bodega. But if it's, like, your bodega, you don't rob the guy that you see every day. Because they've got cameras. Like, they're going to be like, hey, you robbed me. I know where you live, kid. Like, it's the interesting thing about New York is, like, most of the, like, regulars at your bodega, you, like, know what building they're from. I went to the same bodega every day. The idea that I would steal from them and then come in and be like, hey, Hector, it's me again. Nuts. But that kid stealing from the bodega, he gets the shotgun pulled on him. You scare the shit out of the kid and he stops stealing, right? Like, there are ways in which the community kind of handles its business. And sometimes kids need to learn a lesson. The lesson they don't need to learn is that the fucking adults get taken away and thrown in a fucking black hole, right? And it is that kid's fault. He started the situation and it escalated in a way. It's not 100% his fault, but it's partially that kid's fault. He has to wear that now. You've put that on a child, and hopefully he, learns from it and becomes a better, more productive member of society. In this world, unfortunately, being a better, more productive member of society means fighting back against the bullshit. But I like that this show is getting into the nature of how this oppression leads to situations that shouldn't become big situations becoming big situations. There's an element of the over-policing leading to more situation where it feels like the police are necessary. But if you weren't over-policing in the first place, that situation that makes it feel like the police are necessary wouldn't have fucking happened, right? We see this with sting operations. I think it was John Oliver just did an incredible kind of piece on Last Week Tonight about it, where it's like, yeah, of course sting operations are finding all this crime. It's crime that like they're inventing. Like there's all this evidence that police are incentivizing impoverished people to commit crimes and then catching them doing the crime that they said they were going to pay them to do. And it's like, well, they're just poor. Like if you hadn't offered them money, they wouldn't have done it. And so all you've done is like shown that if people have needs and you ask them to commit crimes in those extreme situations, they will commit crimes for exorbitant amounts of money. But you've just entrapped them. Like you haven't actually stopped crime that would have existed without you, right? And so if you're only stopping crimes that exist because you are making them happen through the promise of wealth, then you're just solving you're a solution to a problem that is also you. Like that doesn't work, right? That doesn't help anybody. You're just hurting poor people, and which is generally the reason why you have some people who are, ACAB and all of the sort of anti-cop, defund the police, all of that stuff comes from so many of these stories where you're like, wait a second, like, why are we paying cops to say that they're going to pay people to commit crimes, then arrest them for crimes that they go to commit because the cops paid them to do it? Like, why is that a good use of anybody's time, right? And so we end up in this weird place where the police create a justification for there being more police, and thus creating situations where there's more pressure points, which creates the strain on the system that we're seeing in the show. And I'm applauding the show here because this is a real thing that we're dealing with. These are real questions that like really smart people in the worlds of policing and in the worlds of urban planning and the worlds of like community organization are grappling with in our lives, right? How do we keep people safe and have a police force that is interacting with and growing with the community in a healthy way that keeps it, us from, having problems from the very extreme edges of society that might want to take advantage of people? How do we build that force without that force needing to justify its own existence by, creating situations? And how do we train them to do the job that is in an almost possible job, right? Like it is hard. I acknowledge that it is hard, but because it's hard, it deserves to be thought through well. And if it's not, you end up with these situations that the show is just so like aggressively and beautifully in the sort of honesty of it displaying for the audience. And that's really, really cool. It sucks. Like it sucks how much this mirrors real life, and it sucks how hard it is. It sucks how hard it is to just be human. How hard it is to just live in society. And it sucks that these questions don't have easy answers, right? And I think that where people who push back on ACAB and on defund the police get frustrated is that ACAB, like, let's just get rid of all cops. That isn't an easy solution, right? It sounds like an easy solution, but it actually isn't. And so treating it like, oh, well, we'll just do that and it's done, that'll just make everything better. And like, it probably won't though, right? Like we have to figure out a way where all of these things intertwine into a solution, and figuring that out is very complicated. And, unfortunately in modern times, people just don't have the bandwidth for complicated solutions to complicated problems. We are always looking for fucking buzzwords to simplify everything down to a fucking TikTok so that we can say that we agree with one side or the other and then sit on our fucking moral high horse about being better than the other side. And both sides do that, right? Like, I'm not calling anybody out with that. It's both sides are playing this game of maybe if we just get on the fucking high horse and point across the aisle, we will feel good about the fact that nothing's really getting better. And that's frustrating to me. And I think that that's what the show brings up, is that, like, it's frustrating to me that we live in these times where we are stuck having these conversations over and over and over again, but nobody actually wants solutions, because nobody wants to have a complicated solution. Everyone just wants an easy solution, and that doesn't exist, so things don't happen. And I like that this show doesn't have an easy solution. I really do. Like, Fisk is brilliant, man, because he's right. He's so right to be like, no, we're not saying that Matt is Daredevil. We're saying that Matt's the fucking tits, and we need to help him. Because if we say he's Daredevil, then suddenly everyone who is pro-Daredevil is also going to help hide Matt Murdock. They're going to be like, I didn't see Matt Murdock, don't know what you're talking about. But all those people who fucking hate Daredevil, it's just smart. It's a very smart move. Fisk is good, and not good, but he's good at what he's doing. And there's just a reality to the fact that this show is saying that there's no easy answer to the problem of Fisk. We can't win one fight against him. You know what I mean? We can't go to his penthouse and beat the shit out of him. And that's not what season 3 of the Netflix show did, right? That whole season was very complicated. But there's like a real like political leverage that underpins everything going on in the show. And so Matt and Karen have come up with really complicated solutions to a very complicated problem. And they're struggling with that. And they're outmatched, they're outgunned, and they're just living on gumption. And it's great. It sucks. Like, it's hard to watch, and it is genuinely, like, it's difficult to watch, but it is really, really cool. Let's get into the next episode, because I really want to know how we interrogate this guy. Ah, yes, all the vigilantes of the basketball courts.
This is how we end it.
My kidnapping task force.
What if it works?
She didn't kill him. Is she not gonna wear a mask?
Talk! Powell! The rest of them, they're psychos. You either go with them or you're dead. What Fisk is doing to you guys, hunting you, all of it, it's wrong.
It's a clever play.
He's telling the truth.
Okay. So you want to help us? So what?
You're lying!
That'll get you in everywhere. But they change the code at midnight every day.
Oh, shit.
If you're lying to me, you fuck, I'll find you. And I'll be unhappy.
You've got to stop Fisk. You're the only one who can.
It is the smartest way forward, unfortunately, is for him to get a broken nose. Sometimes you just need to get a broken nose. You know what I mean? Just to hide that you're trying to help the vigilantes fight the government. You gotta imagine more and more AVTF agents are gonna start flipping, though, right? Because there is a limit to how much you can be a part of. There just is, right? Everybody has their breaking point. And the problem with movements like Fisk's is there will always be another next victim, right? There's always going to be another next target. And eventually, for everybody in that force, the next target will eventually be someone that is the line for them. For some people, it's going to be the first time it's a kid. For some people, it's the first time it's a woman. For some people, it's the first time it's a white person, you know, if they're a white supremacist. But they're like, wait, we're going after white people now? Like, that it happens in these movements. And you just have to hope that you can break the cult before it gets too into people and they don't see anyone as human anymore, right? You hope that people still have lines. Not everyone does, I guess. Not everyone, but in order for Fisk movement to be as big as it is, there has to be a range of lines of what people will accept, right? I feel like I'm saying very obvious things. I don't know if any of this is interesting. The fuck is her wall made out of? Did she keep the Muse mask? Is she gonna become Muse? Oh, is that where this is going? Oh, interesting.
These men you're defending,
are dangerous. Don't you see that? Frank Castle is a murderer.
She's a DA. This is her whole job.
Who is probably in serious danger because of Wilson Fisk.
Honestly, Kirsten is your friend.
I don't think we're friends anymore, girl.
Unless some maniac in a mask is trying to cut you open, don't judge me.
I am really sorry for what happened to you. I am.
But maybe don't, you know, lie about people that weren't involved in that situation.
Come on, step out.
They got him back in uniform quick.
Can I take this thing off?
Nope.
Wait, what? Why the fuck is she... Wait, what? I thought she was going into court.
This isn't how reasonable access to legal counsel is supposed to go.
Well, your client's a terrorist.
That requires a staggering burden of proof.
Besides, man, I'm just trying to do my job.
He's like, this is... You gotta go complain to someone else. I'm just doing our protocol. Oh my god, doing those stairs in blindfolds? Are you fucking kidding me? So they're keeping the prisoners in Red Hook with the merchandise that is illicit seems highly dangerous to me.
You got 15 minutes. Don't try shit.
God, it take 40 minutes to get down here. I get 15 minutes in the room.
I'm surprised they agreed to such illegal niceties.
He doesn't want to set a precedent, at least not this early.
So I'm the first, aren't I?
Yeah.
Forfeiture of a criminal's assets. You know, the similarities to the reign of terror never cease.
The district attorney has no proof you are who Fisk says you are.
Do they need that these days, counselor?
Oh, is this episode going to be the trial? Am I about to get really angry at television? Oh my god. It just can't be like an efficient way to imprison people, right? Like, maybe it is. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people need the bathroom.
Know your enemy because they're all you got.
Yeah. Sounds extremely frank.
Oh my god. Matthew. How many fucking abs do you have?
He is effective.
He kills... God damn. Charlie. How many chicken breasts have you eaten? I feel like you could give me the rest of my life I couldn't look like that. God damn.
Cutting the head off the snake?
Does killing Fisk bring Foggy back? Would he have wanted that?
No, but how many more Foggies are in between this and the end of the journey, Matt?
It just feels like we are up against so much.
We still have a system that is not entirely broken.
Yeah, we'll see how the swordsman feels about that.
All the paperwork completely legal.
I have no doubt, but money and an army of white shoe lawyers doesn't make you immune.
All right, let's see what the governor can do against Valentina's little fingies.
But when a tanker with dubious cargo capsizes in the East River...
Dubious cargo. I don't know where you get your information from.
You don't, do you? Excuse me.
Ooh! Oh, you don't, do you? Yeah. That's a banger line. The problem is the cargo already moved? Is Matt gonna find nothing? Or does Matt find the people in the fucking cages?
Oh.
You like hot dogs that much? I mean, I've eaten a lot of hot dogs in my day, but...
You're talking, you're munching, right? What if you laugh and spray food all over the deputy lieutenant? Not me.
That's actually not a bad idea.
They're dope as hell. Try one. Come on, trust me.
I want to like Buck a lot, but I know I really can't. He's a bad person.
Not bad.
I told you.
Okay, now I want one of these fucking hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm on it. I told you I'm on it.
Good. Because you wouldn't want the squaddy poaching your kill now, would you? Whoever is mocking the mayor must be punished, correct?
Of course, yes.
He just doesn't want it to be his wannabe girlfriend.
I don't know. I mean, there's something flattering about being roasted like that, right?
No.
No.
It's not flattering.
See, that's such a New Yorker thing of like, they're being mean to me. It means I'm somebody. And BB's back.
Your favorite. He calls himself the swordsman? Don't worry, size doesn't matter. Said no swordsman ever.
What is he wearing on his head as swordsman?
And or throw you into a windowless box where no one can find you. Because remember.
Does she know that the windowless box is Red Hook? That's interesting. That shot made it seem that she does know. Just looking. Oh God. Ugh. Hey, Your Honor, what are you on?
Objection. This is baseless speculation, Your Honors.
Oh, well, this is the clinical report of a respected psychiatrist, Your Honors.
That's not how that works.
First-hand experience with these kinds of violent killers.
Okay, objection. Assumes facts not in evidence.
If only we could prove that she is Kingpin's, like, couples counselor. It would be so valuable.
There is an enormous public interest in this case, Counselor, and as you only have the afternoon for your defense, I suggest you get to your point.
One afternoon? What the hell?
That my client is who you, or should I say Mayor Fisk, says he is. You're out of
Nice
order.
work, Kirsten.
This isn't justice, and you know it.
You are close to contempt, Counselor.
I mean, everything about this is contemptible. Why are the AVTF standing up for contempt? What the fuck would they have to do with contempt? Oh God, what has fucking Fisk done to this system, man?
I believe both the people and the defense have presented sufficient.
They have a camera behind the judges?
We are ready to issue a verdict.
In a day?
Attempted murder. This court finds you guilty.
For the entertainment of the masses. Presented in all its ugly glory by the man whose hand holds the scale.
Fucking Duquesne! What a speech. Come on, dude. You have to know how fucking shallow that is. You cheated. Why are you proud of it? We won. No, you fucking didn't. You cheated. You think the system is gonna be kind to you when it flips back the other way? Nah, you fucking idiot. God damn. I cannot believe.
You look lovely. Your earrings are beautiful.
I cannot believe she's at dinner after she just fucking lied to get someone the fucking death penalty.
You were
What a
instrumental in
monster.
keeping Jacques Duquesne off the streets.
I just did my job.
You fucking deserve everything that is coming for you. You fucking monster.
Well, Mrs. Fisk, you didn't have to do that.
Probably not. But it's certainly entertaining. Well, that's entirely up to you.
Just light a match in that room. God damn. I knew the trial scene was going to make me angry, and it's such a good speech from Duquesne there. But, God, I'm mad. I'm so heated right now.
Either way, she gave us the best seats in the house.
How so?
We're in the corner. We can see everything.
And you?
Me?
Mm.
I'm the knight.
Is this amusement for you or self-soothing?
Categorizing the sharks that might one day tear you apart.
She's still a therapist. She's a monster, but she's still a therapist.
Mr. Fisk, you are a formidable businessman. Let's raise our glass to Wilson Fisk.
All right. I'm, like, livid. So, Matt, I need you to go beat the shit out of some people. I need some catharsis after Duquesne got screwed.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
No, that's the end of it?
We've done the job and we want to go back to our families. Why can't you pay and let us leave now?
Because I fucking said so.
Because I fucking said so. Man. These poor people. Because they're fucking dead, right?
And the vigilantes are next. Thank you.
Matterhorn? He's fighting a guy named Matterhorn?
Thank you.
Karen? Yeah. She's like, I am the hammer. What are we doing?
Well, they had me wear blackout goggles, so I didn't see anything.
I can work with that.
Just tell me everything you heard. I mean, going off of there were pigeons in New York City is not exactly the most helpful. Okay, but these weird metal stairs, okay. Oh my god, Matt's whole life is resting on whether or not this keycard fucking works. But why are there no guards? Oh! Oh god, okay. Oh! You sure you didn't just break that man's neck? No fucking way. He found his fucking watch. God damn. Fuck. You can't get all these people out of here. You can try.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, are we about to get a bunch of people killed? Oh, fuck. Are we about to get a bunch of innocent people killed? His little smile. Oh! Oh! Oh, God. A little rebar to the face. Okay, swordsman. Okay, well, you're not gonna be able to deny that you're the swordsman now. Oh! Duquesne. In a suit he's been wearing for like a month. Whoa. Oh! Taking the shot, but oh! Well done. Oh, God. Oh! Interesting. Oh! Oh, Matthew! Ooh.
Secure that stuff. The rest of you with me. Let's go, let's go.
Oh, Powell, I hope you're about to get what you fucking earned, brother. How do you get everyone out, though? Like, there's just no way. Karen, what are you gonna fucking do? Was that Poindexter? At least that kid wasn't lying about his keycard, right? Saunders? Go, Willa! She stole it.
Was here, isn't he?
No, you gotta go home. No. You gotta go home.
No, come here!
Shh, keep it down.
Snag some of their comms, too. Came here to help.
Getting a walkie is so much more valuable than getting the guns. Wildly. Okay, now how can we misdirect them so that we can get the fuck out? Oh, God. Oh, no, it's so bad. Wait, did she steal a fucking truck? Yes, girl, yes! Oh, my God. A nice big armored vehicle? Hell yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, my God, this is crazy! Go! Get in the truck! We don't got time for this shit right now. Oh! Oh! I love Jack so much.
Okay.
All right. Now, where the fuck do you go? Like, how would you possibly get away? Their car's just there. That's so funny. Okay. Where, I mean, I guess you, like, go to New Jersey, right?
Saving Red Hook.
The night crew.
Still on board the Northern Star.
Because once you get, if you can just get across the water, you just, like...
You know what to do.
He's gonna kill the crew of the Northern Star and blame it on Daredevil. Fuck! God damn. It's a good move. Oh my god. Didn't expect it to be that violent.
He killed them. He killed them then.
Maybe I don't understand how boats work. Or ships, I guess. But didn't he just make it, like, way harder to get the next ship into that port? Like, maybe I'm crazy. Did he not just kind of fuck up the port more? Because I don't know. I actually don't know how that works. This episode made me very angry. Yeah, it just made me very mad. I hate Heather. That's her name, right? The fucking psychiatrist. It is so interesting where, like, the characters on Fisk's side that I don't hate are the ones who are just, like, honest about what's up, right? Like, Buck is, like, a bad guy, but he's just like, I'm a bad guy. You know what I mean? And so I can respect it. But Heather's like, I'm doing the right thing. Fisk is going to save the city. And I'm like, no, you're the worst. It's the people who are trying to pretend that this is legitimate that piss me off. But the ones that are like, nah, we're evil. I'm like, you're great. Love you. I know that's stupid. I know. It is just a funny, like, quirk of, I don't know, psychology or some shit. Oh, Duquesne, he's so good. But seriously, like, all they have to do is get to New Jersey, right? Because once you're across state lines, this kind of becomes a federal issue. Which, you know, with Valentina in Hollywood, in fucking DC, I don't know that you're better off, but at least you're outside of, like, New York State jurisdiction. And so you could claim some kind of, like, safe harbor, or I don't know what the words would be called, but you could claim persecution at a federal level. And you could essentially, especially because if Duquesne's wealth has not been taken yet, you could essentially use his money to attempt to make an argument of wrongful imprisonment, violation of, you know, prisoner rights. And you would have enough people in that group where you would basically have the same story. The problem is getting across a bridge, right? Because they're all told. But if you could get together as a group outside of New York State, although getting from Red Hook, like, fuck, I don't know how you would... From Red Hook, it's tough. It's legitimately difficult. You have a giant armored thing, but, like, how many barricades can you run through is a serious question. But, yeah, if you could get to New Jersey, you make some kind of claim of something. You know, Valentina probably has a limit of what she would be willing to cover for Fisk. Because at some point, it just starts to blow back on her reputation, right? And she's, as far as I can tell, pretty squeaky clean in the Marvel Universe at this point. Just really fascinating. Like, really, really interesting. Like, Fisk is kind of fucked in a way. In the real world, this wouldn't work, right? Like, one thing we're learning about the legal system in the States is that on some level, the legal system is still functioning, right? Even with the thumb that Trump is attempting to put on the scales there. And I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. He clearly is, right? Like, he's openly said he wants his attorney general to be more aggressive in persecuting or prosecuting his political enemies, right? And what we have seen is that seems to be the one system that is holding up, right? Everything else doesn't seem to be holding up against the power of executive action. It doesn't help that, you know, obviously he has confirmed so much of the Supreme Court, but the reality of the legal system in the States is, we saw it with the Comey trial, where it's like the judge laughed them out of the room, being like, no, you have to, like, do better than this. this wouldn't fly. It just is too rushed, and it's such a mockery. The fact that they streamed it is crazy, right? Because the fact that they allowed cameras in that courtroom for what is clearly a mockery of the judicial system in a world where, like, he's not the president. And so if you're gonna make a mockery of the legal system, don't film it. don't like send it out so that the Supreme Court can be like, hey, that's not okay. We have, like, it's good. That video is gonna be analyzed, right? And so at some level, I do think that there's long-term consequences. And these are the kind of things that I think you can get away with in the short term, maybe. Like, I don't know how much the legal side would actually work. Like, in this, they're in a state courtroom. Like, they're not even in, like, a municipal courtroom, because municipal law doesn't handle any of this shit. And so, like, the governor would have to, at some level, sign off on these laws. Like, it is just complicated in that way. But the amount of anger that I felt in this episode was wild. And so it was fun to watch people get the AVTF people get their asses kicked. I enjoyed that quite greatly. I'm a little worried about little Ayala. I don't want her to get involved. She's a child, and she should not be, getting shot at. I'm hoping that she takes her mom and they fuck off somewhere. Or aunt? Is it her aunt? What is Dia? I don't speak Spanish. I should know more Spanish than I do. The only Spanish I know is the Spanish that was relevant to the restaurant that I worked at. Family members was not one thing I learned. Wild. Good episode. Good 2 episodes. Good season so far. I'm really enjoying this. It's not pulling punches, man. And, like, look, I say, like, it made me mad. I'm not saying that it's bad. And I understand why it's rushed in the legal stuff. We can't spend 3 hours on a 3-month court scene. The show, if the show were to be reality, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be a television show. It would be boring as fuck. It would be mostly documents and fucking, hiatuses and recesses. And I understand why they're condensing it, because they want me to have a feeling. And why this show is so successful for me right now is that I think that I'm having the feeling the show wants me to. And some people call that manipulation. I don't. I think that's successful art. This is making me uncomfortable. And art that makes me uncomfortable is the kind of art that I want to be consuming. I want to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I am being pushed beyond how I would normally feel by what I am consuming. And if that is the metric for success of a program, I think that Daredevil Born Again is very successful. I think the acting's great. I understand Matt has his, like, moral compunctions about killing. I totally get it. I really don't want the show to get too hung up on Karen killed somebody and that being a problem in their relationship. I think that I feel like we've done that with these characters before, and it is just kind of boring at this point. The idea that in this firefight where she's being shot at, she shouldn't shoot back is, to me, just not that interesting. I think that self-defense is a completely valid way to live your life. And I think that if you kill someone in self-defense, if she had fired the first shot in that street, maybe I would understand if Matt gets really pissy about it. But at the point where there's, like, multiple assault rifles shooting at them, I get the idea as a thing about killing. I am just worried that the show will get hung up on that, and I hope it doesn't. Because Daredevil stories do tend to get hung up on that. I'm not, like, blaming, like, this writing team gets hung up on things. No, I'm saying, like, Daredevil stories in general can sometimes get a little bit too into the, like, trying to make a thing out of Matt's Catholic guilt. And I don't, given how dark and truly repressive this situation is, I think that Matt can have the line of, we're not assassinating Fisk from the conversation earlier, but also be reasonable about, in a life or death situation, you shot back and somebody died. You're not a bad person for that. I hope that we have room for that. But the way that he responded made me a little bit nervous that that's what the problem is going to be between them. And I just, given the state of New York City and what's happening there, I think that would feel a little bit preachy from Matt in a way that I don't think I would enjoy very much. So hopefully moving forward, we don't go down that road. I did kind of see it in his face there, though. And I feel like I see a lot in Charlie Cox's face. He's a really, really incredible actor who just emotes so many things without dialogue. It really is amazing. Like, and without eye contact and, the sort of usual things that we associate with the way actors are sort of trained, right? Where it's a lot of, like, making sure your eye line's right. And he doesn't have an eye line. He's not looking at anything. And I just think that his performance is so cool. Vincent D'Onofrio is so cool. Buck, I love Buck. I hate him. He's bad. I know he's a bad guy. I don't want him to like succeed. I just love him. I think it's such a charming, weird performance of this like just really nice British man who is I think the most evil person on the show. He's just hiding it behind the fact that he's kind of just like buttoned up and kind of sweet, but deep down his soul is the blackest or bleakest. Yeah, most corrupt. Good times. God, I can't wait for episode 4. I've heard episode 4 is fucking banging. So I'll see you with that next time. If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Karen. I get it, man. She's sitting there like, I know you have to do this, but like, I really don't want you to die. And this seems like, yeah, crazy. Crazy. She's going through it. But I kind of love them together. It's weird. I did not expect them to be together, but I'm enjoying their relationship. I think that they have really, really solid scenes together. Also, her being like, I kidnapped this guy. And then that guy is like, I will give you my key card. Lucky. Very lucky. Follow me on the internet. I'm at nerdynightly. Do something nerdy night. Bye.